What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again, and all I can say is, what a wild ride this was. And with this hand, it's absolutely nice. Fossil Dig, getting Theresia, summoned, straight up set domain, set 3 more, and pass. Specials Fenrir, Imperm to Fenrir. Want it? Chain Domain. There's the Ash. Getting the Diabell Star, of course. Birth. Sonic, negate the birth. Kill off Theresia. Sending herself for another copy of Diabell Star. Diabell Star, set the original Sinful Spoils. Send herself for Snake Eye Ash. Ash getting... Royal Rare Snake Eyes Poplar. Wow. Poplar trigger. Poplar getting Divine Temple. Divine Temple for Flame Burge. Wanted. Put the original Sinful Spoils back to draw one. To get it for a Phoenix. Phoenix. Discarding Subversion. Fair Flames. Oh, only Fenrir gets Shovel back? Well, that's way too early. But to be fair, it's a Nightmare Phoenix, so I had to force out the trap one way or the other. Phoenix 19, down to the last 100 life. Set and pass. Phoenix over Diplos. Diplos, banish Fair Flames for Theresia. Theresia, straight up set domain. And one set. Domain for Kentrigina. Divine Temple. Kentrigina. Copy off Domain. For Rex turn. Whoa! Flame Burge Dragon. And the smart thing to do, as I noticed once I reached Battle Phase, was that before the call by on Poplar, there were 2 level 1 monsters, being Ash and Poplar, and according to Flame Burge Dragon, this lets him special 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard, exactly 2, not up to. So by call by the grave on one of them, this makes it so that Flame Burge's revival effect becomes super dead. Theresia over Phoenix with the help of Rex turn. Rex turn over Flame Burge Dragon. And the difference of life is 1987. Set 1, pass. Theresia, Rex turn. And pass. Snake Eye Ash summoned and crashed. As if Rex term eats up the Snake Eye Ash. This next matchup, with this hand, nothing but pink cards. Start off fresh with Rocket Tracer, link into Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon getting Boot Scepter launch. Striker Dragon, target self, killed off, get the Rocket Tracer back. Boot Scepter. Special Tracer Caliber. Tracer killed off Caliber for Magna Rocket. Straight up Savage Dragon. Get the one Omni Negate. And Perm did its job basically. But at the same time, Savage at 3,500. Frenzy. Max C. Frenzy for Kentragina. Kentragina copy Frenzy. For Rex turn. Tactics to take something. Solemn Judgment with the save. Feather Duster. Sonic. Killed off Kentragina. No triggers from Kentragina. Set 1. Because alert for Theresia and Diplos. Theresia and Diplos. Diplos, Foolish Brute. Theresia, straight up set alert. Two dinos for Logia. Alert for Kentragina. With the help of Rex Term, Logia over Savage. Rex Term over Rocket Tracer. And obviously, Kentragina cannot attack due to alert. And one set. Shell Rocket, Absolrouter. Delingerous Dragon. Logia, negate the summon. Never hit the field. Absolrouter, getting Rocket Synchron. Boot Scepter. Tracer, Caliber, Magna Rocket. And yeet! And then Dragon Link players scooped. And this next matchup, with this hand, pretty balanced. Starts off fresh with Blazing Cartesia. With the help of Sorania for Granguino. Toss out Albion, toss out Brandy Fusion. Sorania toss out Retribution. Retribution for Brandy Fusion. Albion, put it back. Brandy Fusion, getting ashed. Gold Sark. Cool. Glossed out. Tri Brigade, Mercurier. And why being banished all of a sudden? Add one Albaz or one monster that mentions it, except Mercurier. Gets Albaz and pass. Fossil Dig, getting Theresia. Theresia, straight up set, intact. Set 3 more and pass. Switch Granguino to attack. Albaz summoned. Did not use the effect. Frenzy as chain 1, Ash as chain 2, intact with the save. Frenzy for Kentragina. Kentragina, copy Frenzy. For Rex turn, fusion deployment for Mirror Jade. Oh shoot, I forgot about Albaz's, because the first time that Albaz was normal summon, he did not use the effect. So that pretty much meant that I had the opening board state where make Kentragina with the help of Intact and Frenzy, of course. And now that Rex Term shows up, by the time Rex Term or Albaz comes out, Albaz will not be able to get that fusion summon effect off because I have way less life than my opponent's monsters. Yeet. And pass. 15, 3,000, 3,000. One set and pass. Mercurier's back in hand. Guiding Quem. Summon with the help of Rex Term. Quem crashes, and that's lethal. And last but not least in this matchup, with this hand, all I can say is it's something. One set, and set a monster, pass. Fossil Dig for Theresia. Normal summon Theresia. Straight up set the Brute. Prosperity for 3. Book. Diplos. And Ogre. Diplos is going to stay in the deck, so it was a contemplating choice between Book and or Ghost Ogre. So my choice was Ogre, Theresia over Wandering King Wildwind, and for some reason it's not labeled to me to be considered as part of the RDA clan. So once we get to a Resonator or Red Dragon Archfiend card, we'll go over the newer support. And 2 more set. Wandering King Wildwind. Okay, now that we got a Resonator out the way, it's time to go over the newer cards in terms of the Resonator stuff. If I miss out any, comment below. In terms of the new stuff, Soul Resonator and Vision Resonator, both newer Resonator monsters, both are Fiend Tuners. Vision Resonator is a dark level 2 400 both ways, while Soul Resonator is a level 3 fire 500 attack 200 defense. Hey, rekindling target. Nice. Soul Resonator. Upon no more special, add 1 level 4 lower Fiend monster from deck to hand that isn't Soul Resonator. Also, you can't special from the extra deck to turn you to this except Dark Synchro monsters. And then if a card's more than 1 you control will be killed by a card effect while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a synchro that mentions it, banish this from your graveyard instead. So built-in saving grace. Nice. Vision Resonator. And yet they made it AUR. So let's see why. If a level 5 or higher dark monster is anywhere on the field, not hard to do, free special from hand, once per turn this way on the special. And if it's sent to the graveyard, doesn't matter how it's sent to the graveyard, add one spell trap that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend from deck to hand. And then the search effect is once. I believe Resonant Destruction is one of those rather old ones, but most cases, as a continuous spell, each time a resonator monster, more than one, is sent to the graveyard just because of a secret material, target one card your opponent controls, kill it. Kill this card during your second end phase after activation. And then Crimson Gaia, as a continuous spell, during your main phase, add one Red Dragon Archfiend or one card that mentions it from deck or graveyard to your hand that isn't Crimson Gaia. And then when your Red Dragon Archfiend declares an attack, change all monsters your opponent controls to face down defense. So, built-in Book of Eclipse upon attack declaration. If a monster's more than one anywhere on the field gets killed by battle card effect, special one Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. Each effect of Crimson Gaia once. Absolute Power Force. Quick play spell. Target one Red Dragon Archfiend you control. If that monster you control battles an opponent's monster this turn, apply the following effects based on this list. 1000 boost, nice. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects, built-in Armades. If it attacks a defense monster, pierce battle damage, gross. Any battle damage your opponent takes from that battle is doubled. Built-in Armades and Metaphors or Recalc with the help of 1000 attack extra. Nice. And then the traps, I believe Crimson Fire is one of those rather old ones. As a counter trap, when your opponent activates a spell trap card that will burn you while you control a Red Dragon Archfiend, your opponent takes twice the effect damage that you would have taken. And then continuous trap Red Zone. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a synchro monster that mentions it, target one card anywhere on the field, kill it, self included. And then you can target one of your banished Dark Dragon synchros, special it out. Each effect of Red Zone once. Fiendish Golem. Target one monster anywhere on the field with 2000 or more attack, banish it until the end phase of the next turn. Then, if you activated this card while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a synchro monster that mentions it, straight up set one Fiendish Chain from your deck or graveyard. Time to Stand Up. Each effect of Time to Stand Up once. If a Dragon Synchro, doesn't matter what Dragon Synchro, is anywhere on the field, not hard to have, special summon up to 2 Resonator monsters that are Resonators and or level 1 Dragon monsters from your deck. When a monster effect is activated while you control a level 10 or higher Dark Dragon Synchro monster, banish this, negate that effect, and if you do, one Synchro monster you control gains 2000 attack until the end of the next turn. Each effect once. The newest Red Dragon Archfiend Synchro, Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. One tuner plus one or more non-tuner dark monsters is what it takes to make Scarred. Aside from the name of Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on a board or graveyard, If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, special 1 Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. This is treated as a secret summon. Then, if this card was sent to the graveyard as secret material for a Dark Dragon Synchro, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. And then the secondary effect of Scarred once. And I believe that is every newer support card covered. Getting the Crimson, of course. Crimson, free special. Crimson Gaia. Brute. Resolve without effect. Frenzy. Kentrigina. Kentrigina. Copy Frenzy. For Rex turn. Normal summon Diplos. Diplos toss out alert. Kentrigina copy Brute. Killed off call by. Kentrigina for Theresia. Theresia set the intact. Diplos over Crimson. 2000, 3000. The 2 Dinomorphias for Logia. And at this point in this position, any monsters that are basically, according to my life points, 500 or less, cannot activate their effects. Logia, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Judgment. And then we have Intat, aka Monster Negator, because we have Frenzy and Rex Term. And of course, Ash in hand, Ogre in hand. So that basically leads to 2 interruptions and 4 negates. So 4 negates, 2 interruptions. And that eventually puts Red Dragon Archfiend on pressure. So guys, that's gonna do it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.